What's up, YouTube? So I'm back. So I've currently, I just finished my first week of graduate school. Yay! So what am I gonna say? So in this specific video, I really want to talk about graduate school and my first impressions over three different topics. So one being environment, two professors, and three workload, but not in that order. So number one would be workload. People are always wondering, inquiring, what is the workload of graduate school? So just know that graduate school and undergrad are completely different things. They're not even, they're so separated. They're different things. And when it comes to graduate school, you have a workload that's double, triple, quadruple that of undergrad. While certain students may complain about writing a 3-page essay in undergrad, graduate school, your essays tend to range from 10 to 20 pages, things like that. And 10 is like a very small amount. 10 is like super easy, that's incredibly doable. So, what I've seen in a lot of my courses is not only regards to the workload, is there a lot of essay writing, but there's a lot of reading. Um, One of my courses, I'm taking a detective um, uh, literature course of Mexico, so specifically detective novels of Mexico. And there's hundreds and hundreds of pages of reading weekly. Not only are we reading books, but on top of that, theoretical articles in relation to those specific books. So this is where grad school gets a little tricky, and if that's something you are interested in doing, specifically in humanities and social sciences, which you'll be reading a lot, then I would definitely recommend it. And if you want to like earn a little bit more, things like that, and like open up jobs, but anyway, environment. So students tend to be incredibly nice. They're very thoughtful. They're clever. They're very intelligent. Um, Much more so than undergrad because these students already have a specific degree, so they already have the foundation. Typically, undergraduate, when you're getting your BA, BS, etc., you don't have that base of knowledge in that specific field. And when you go to graduate school, everyone has a bachelor's degree in Spanish language, literature, linguistics, things like that. So nothing is necessarily incredibly new to us, but the students are very intelligent. Some of them have multiple master's degrees. I met a guy last week who already had a master's degree in education and was getting his master's in Chicano studies and literature. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. You already have one, you're getting a second one. Amazing. Um, Professors. So your professors are going to make it painfully clear that this is graduate school. Undergrad, grad school. There is so much expected from you as a student. You are no longer even a student. This is more so a job. This is a profession because you have to put in so many hours of work weekly, monthly, um, each semester in order to, I guess, benefit the most from what you've been given. So my first day of class, my professor definitely told me like this is a master's program. So I'm only expecting the best from you, and you have a few hundred pages of reading to do weekly, and that's really not that much. I'm not asking a lot from you guys. This is standard. And she kind of scared us, but she was like, I have to let you guys know that this is real. This is not a game. This is not undergrad anymore. In undergrad, I remember one of my culture classes, we had two-page essays in the semester. Two pages. That's it. In this specific culture class I'm taking now, which is Hispanic Civilizations, Detective Literature of Mexico, we have multiple, and they're 10 to 20 pages long, and hundreds of pages of reading weekly. So what people have to understand is that when you're really investing in graduate school, it's not a joke. This is real, and it's difficult, but it's doable. And I've actually really been liking grad school because I feel like I'm around all these intelligent people. I'm like chilling, but I'm reading all this literature that I'm actually really enjoying. So that's something about it, about grad school I like. So yeah, professors. And then one more thing, when I was walking for one of my classes, I realized how isolated graduate students really are. I saw these students who were like from dorms, and they were like getting together, getting to know each other, things like that. In graduate school, you get to know one another at orientation. That's it. and then I guess in classes. But there's no like real, let's get to know each other, let's have a social, things like that. Some programs do have that. Mine specifically, Masters in Spanish Literature and Linguistics, does not have that. Also, what was I going to say? Oh, I totally forgot right now. But yeah, so there's a lot more isolation and specific groups of people, because just think you're in a specific profession with specific people who are interested in a specific topic. So it's very condensed to a cohort of less than 40 students. And that's who you see every day, who you interact with every day, you do research with every day. So that's for humanities. I can't necessarily speak for sciences because I have friends who are getting PhDs in microbiology, molecular biology, engineering, all these things, and they have all these labs and these discussions and et cetera, seminars. That's another thing about graduate school in humanities. Your classes are 100% seminar based, so you're just or discussion based. So you're just speaking with one another. You're um, pros proposing topics, questions, and other students are answering them. The professor is merely there to facilitate you guys, to help you guys out a little bit. But it's between you, so your opinion really matters. Not like undergrad, when your opinion was just like, whatever, that's what you think. And the professor's going to talk over you. In graduate school, your professor, if you have a question, you say something to your professor, she may be like, that's a great idea, that's a great topic. I don't know anything about that, but that's good. And that's how it is. But this video is going so long, but that's graduate school in a nutshell, and that's my first week. So I'm definitely going to make another video about my last week of my first semester. And yeah, but I have a lot of homework to do right now. So I'll see you guys later. If you have any questions, leave me some at the bottom. I'm super interested in what you guys think and how you feel, and I can make future videos. Ciao.